Usually, when a legal battle ends, there's a clear winner, a clear loser, a final answer people can understand. But not this time, because when the settlement between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni became public, something unusual happened. Both sides immediately declared victory, and that's when the confusion really started. Blake's legal team described the outcome as proof that her concerns deserved to be heard, a statement framed around accountability, validation, and the idea that attempts to silence her had failed. But almost instantly, Justin's side responded with the exact opposite interpretation, calling it a complete win for him, pointing to dismissed claims, arguing the settlement only happened because the other side feared losing in court. And suddenly, the story stopped being about resolution. It became about narrative. Because in high-profile cases like this, the courtroom isn't the only battle. Public perception matters too, maybe even more. And once that battle begins, every statement becomes strategy. Because lawsuits involving celebrities rarely stay legal for long. They become emotional, public, performative. And once millions of people start following every update online, the case transforms into something bigger than the actual filings themselves. That's exactly what happened here. From accusations of harassment to countersuits, to claims of smear campaigns, the conflict between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni slowly became less about private dispute and more about public interpretation. And that creates a strange dynamic. Because even when legal outcomes happen, people still argue over what they mean. One side focuses on dismissed claims. The other focuses on the decision to settle. One side calls it accountability. The other calls it surrender. And technically, both narratives can exist at the same time. That's the uncomfortable truth about settlements. They often end cases without ending the disagreement itself. No final verdict. No emotional closure. Just competing interpretations trying to control the final headline. And once that happens, the public decides which version they believe. And maybe that's why situations like this feel impossible to resolve completely. Because legal endings aren't the same as emotional endings. The paperwork may stop. The trial may disappear. But the conversation continues. Especially online. Especially when two famous people are involved. Because once a public conflict reaches this level, people stop treating it like a case and start treating it like a story. They choose sides, build narratives, search for proof that confirms what they already want to believe. And that's exactly what makes these situations so complicated. Because even after settlement, both sides still need something. Control of perception. That's why Blake Lively framed the outcome as validation. And why Justin Baldoni's legal team framed it as defeat for the other side. Because in modern celebrity culture, public opinion often matters almost as much as legal outcomes themselves. And maybe that's the real takeaway hidden underneath all this. That sometimes, winning isn't about what happened in court. It's about who controls the story people remember afterward.